Hi, my name is Sofa. I'm a fashion design student from LaSalle College, and I'm also part of the collective named Sanctuary. So at LaSalle College, we are learning right now what's kind of behind the scene of the fashion world. It's not always as glamorous as it seemed before. We see a lot more of how there's a lot of modern slavery or just a lot of places that we love to shop at, but that have terrible ways of conducting their industries, factories that are actually very detrimental to our planet. Mais plus, je suis partie là et je me suis accrochée sur le système physique.
My opinions on trends is that they're inevitable, but I also believe that brands and companies are really controlling at which pace consumers are consuming the trends and making things very needed, necessary when they're really not. So I think we can't really go around trends because it's very contextual to like time, history. You will have trends in everything, not just in fashion. But I do believe that we're heading towards a place where people are more open minded to different styles and different like history um, influenced style as well. So I would hope that there's less and less trends that overpower the fashion and just the world in general, and just more of personal signature style.
With Sanctuary, we do have a merch store, but as a fashion design student and aspiring fashion designer, I would take the initiative to already go for fabrics that are more ecological, like organic cotton or just bamboo fabrics or anything that's not terrible for the planet. My other option that I really want to try more is upcycling. I find that idea is really interesting, and it's a restriction that I enjoy as a dancer. Restrictions are always like a fundamental to get your creativity out there, because it like puts you in positions where you have to think, you have to actually try harder than if you had just, oh, you can do whatever.
Can fashion be sustainable? I think it has to be in order for the planet to survive. But being in fashion in school, we're learning a lot, but we're also seeing the reality of how much material we use just for the conception aspect, not even to produce. So I can definitely see how it would be costly or just difficult in general for big brands or even little companies that are just starting up to be sustainable. But because there's so much clothing and fabric that has already been made, I definitely think that recycling and going organic fibers and just going out of your way to do upcycling is very important and doable. And if it's necessary, I think that's a group effort on the fashion students and the fashion designers that are going to come up to take that responsibility and do what's right.
Now it's up to us. We have to be, as consumers and as fashion designers, zero waste. That's pretty much the only thing we can do, and that's the best thing we can do. Making sure our consuming habits and our creating habits are good for the planet.